Hi, my name is Beth Burgess from Smiles Recovery Coaching and Therapy, and today I'm going to share with you 5 ways in which you can help a loved one who may be an alcoholic or an addict. I'm doing that because I often get emails actually and messages asking me what a family member can do if their loved one is an addict and they want them to stop. Now, first, it's important to say that actually the decision to stop drinking or taking drugs has to come from the individual themselves. So there's not actually anything you can do if someone's not ready to change, but there are ways that you can kind of shift them towards that decision, and make sure that they don't sort of become entrenched in their addiction if possible. So number 1, don't enable them. So this basically, enabling is when you do things which allow the person to more easily continue their addiction. So if it's drinking, for example, it might be buying someone drinks. It might be, don't shelter them from problems either their addiction has caused. So if someone is at a job and maybe they're late all the time, or they find they're missing the job, don't make up excuses for them. If it's because of the addiction, don't allow them to get away with that. Don't lie for them, basically. So yeah, don't enable them to continue, because the thing is, the easier it is for someone to continue the problem, the more likely there are to just do it and not face any consequences of it. So that's a really important one. Number 2, basically it's really, really important to do this kind of kindly. So do let them know that you're there for them, because the thing is, one day they will probably decide that they want to change, and they'll want to find some help to do that. So it's important that you do let them know without kind of pushing them. Don't push people. People never like to be told what to do. In fact, they go and do the opposite. If you tell people continually stop drinking, stop taking drugs, they're more likely to go the other way, actually, because they'll be angry at you and want to drink and use on that. So basically, just tell them that you're there to support them. I had a lovely example of this. One of my ex-partners once said a lovely thing to me, because I'd had partners who had actively enabled me to drink and basically bought me drink all the time. I'd had others who would like scream and shout at me to stop drinking when I was an alcoholic, and neither of those approaches worked. And I had this partner who basically said to me, whatever you choose to do and whenever you choose to decide to do it, I'll just be there holding your hand. And that was the nicest thing that anyone had ever said to me at that point, because it was taking the pressure off, but letting me know that when I was ready, he would be there, and it wouldn't be as scary and difficult as it would be if I did it on my own. And surprisingly, that was the guy I was with when I decided I was going to stop drinking for the first time. So it's really, really important that you do, let them know that you're there to support them, because that's a really powerful resource for them. Okay. Number 3. So provide positive reinforcement for them when they're not doing things which you don't like. Okay, because actually punishing people is not really an effective way of kind of getting them to change. Because if you just shout at someone, they're going to become resentful, they're going to become defensive, and they're actually less likely to do what you want. So instead, reward them when they sort of do good behaviour, if you like. So if someone has decided to cut down for a while on whatever their substance is, or if they've decided to be abstinent, make sure you reward them with it can be words, encouraging words, maybe a hug, and spending quality time with them. And that's basically a way of them learning that it's more pleasurable for them to, and more rewarding for them to sort of commit to recovery and good behaviours like that. So that's really good. So every time they do well, make sure you do make an effort to encourage that. All right. The 4th thing, stay safe yourself. Now this is really, really important. Addicts and alcoholics tend to live quite chaotic lives, and they can hurt a lot of people around them. I know I sure did when I was an active alcoholic. So basically, it's really important that you stay safe yourself. It's a trying time knowing someone that's got an addiction. So make sure that you've got adequate support. Now that could be going to a support group. There are things like Al-Anon for people who are partners of addicts, which will help to support you, and family members. There's also Alateen, which is for younger family members who have an addict in the family. But as well, make sure you spend time with your friends. Don't put all your resources into this person. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you have you time. You still do things to support you, and talk to people if you need to. Addiction is actually like a family illness in a way, because if you have an addict in the family, there are certain dynamics which will either perpetuate that behaviour or can help to end it. So I mean, family therapy is often something which people choose to do all together when they're trying to get one member to come out of an addiction. So, you know, it's really important that you're of sound mind, if you like, and have your own support as well. That's really important. And the fifth point I want to make that you should do is be compassionate. Now, the thing is, people get very angry when someone they love is doing something which hurts them. But the thing is, addiction isn't a matter of, you know, it's not a choice in that way. People don't necessarily kind of mean to do the things they do. It's just an illness, it's a disorder that they've got. So do have compassion for your loved ones as well. Try and understand them. Educate yourself about addiction. That's a really good, important point. The more you know about addiction, what it actually feels like, what the process is of it, you know, when you're going through it, the better equipped you'll be to deal with it. So have compassion for the person who's suffering. And also, equally important, is have compassion for yourself. Because, you know, again, it's easy to beat yourself up and say, well, if I was a better mother, or if I was a better partner, you know, if I was a better friend, then maybe my loved one wouldn't be doing this. But actually, it's nothing to do with you. This person has a disorder. So please be kind to yourself as well. Again, make time for yourself, do nice things for yourself, and don't let your life just be ruled by this one thing. Because recovery is actually possible, you know, and that's an important message too. So just bear in mind all of those things that I've said, and you'll basically be in the best place you can to help your loved one come through it. Alright, take care. I'll stick the link to my website below. I've got more advice on my website. Put a thumbs up if you like the video, because I really want to share this advice with as many people as possible, because I know it can really help. Alright, take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.